Classwork 5. So let's see number 1. We want the slope of the line passing through those 2 points. So we call this x1, y1. So we call this first point. Then we call 1, 3 the second point, x2, y2. Okay. Then the slope we call m, right? We use m to represent the slope. Slope equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So y2 is 3, y1 is 0. Then divided by x2, which is 1, minus x1, which is 5. Right? 3 minus 0 is just 3. And the 1 minus 5 is -4. And usually this -4, we want to write up front, this number. So the slope of the line passing through those 2 points is -3/4. Let's see 2. We want to convert this equation into slope-intercept form. Remember, what is the slope-intercept form? Y equals to m times x plus b, right? So we say m here. M is the slope. B, or 0, b is a y-intercept. So that's why this form gets a name, slope-intercept form. So we want to rewrite it. So we divide by 3 on both sides. So we get a y equals to 2/3x, right? Because the 2x divided by 3, that's just 2/3x. So slope m is 2/3, and what's b? B disappeared, right? So we're supposed to have plus b, or this is a plus 0. But we don't bother to write plus 0. Plus 0 is plus nothing, right? But we can interpret. So this is y equals to 2/3x, and b equals 0. So we don't really need this part. But in our head, we process like this. We process like in that case, in this case, b is 0. So the x-intercept and the y-intercept are the origin. So let's graph this. So the slope is 2/3. So we know the origin is on the graph. When b is 0, b comma 0, 0, 0 is the y-intercept, and is also the x-intercept. So the origin is on the graph. And then the slope 2/3, sometimes we like to interpret m as rise over run. Right? So let's use that method. So for this case, we rise 2 units, we run 3 units. So both positive means we start from this point, from the origin, we rise up 2 units, that's up to 2. Then we run positively means to the right, 3 units. So we get another point. We get a point here. So we start this point on the line, we rise up 2 units, we run to the right 3 units. That's for positive. Okay. Then we graph this line. So we graph this line, passing those 2 points, and that's it. So that's the graph. Well, now let's see 3. So 3, we want to graph this linear equation. So now we use a function notation. So this is our old y, f of x now. So in function world, we call y f of x. So f is a function in terms of x. But however, this is a constant function, right? So y equals -4. Well, let's just find the y equals -4 first. Let's erase this. Get up this one. So y equals -4. Let's see. So 1 point here. This is 1 point. But all the points here has a y equals to -4, right? So f of x equals -4 or y equals -4 is a horizontal line. is a horizontal line, and all the y value is -4. So that's this. So this graph is that. It's f of x or y equals -4. Let's see b. 5x equals 10. So we want to simplify. We want to divide by 5 on both sides. So when divided by 5, we get x equals to 2. 10 divided by 5 equals 2. So that's x equals to 2. So let's see where is x equals to 2. Let's change to be red color. X equals to 2. So this point, x equals to 2. This point, x equals to 2. All those points, all those vertical points, the x value is 2. So we get also a line passing through x equals to 2. Okay, so the vertical lines has name of x equals to a number. The horizontal lines has a name y equals to a number, or f of x equals to a number. Okay, now let's see 4. Question 4, we want to write an equation in point slope form. Remember point slope form is, let me write point slope form. So let's see, we're given a point A, comma, B. This is given. Then slope, and also we're given slope M. So given slope M. So we have all those information. Then we can write the equation as y minus b equals to m times x minus a. Right? So this a comma b could be x1, y1, could be x2, y2. It doesn't matter. So here we're given 2 points. Right? We're given 2 points. We can treat this as a, this as a b, or this one as a, this one as b. And you will see they do not make any difference, right? But how do we get slope? We need to get slope first, right? We use y2 minus y1. So let's see, write down m equals to, let's see, -5 is y2, then minus y1, which is 5, then divided by 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1. -5, I'll put a parenthesis around. Right, you could call one first point, the other one second point. -5 minus 5, that's -10. Then divided by 3 minus 1, that's 2. -10 divided by 2, that's -5. So the slope equals -5. Now let's pick the easy number to write. So we do y minus 5, pick a 1 comma 5 to work with, equals to -5 times x minus x1, which is 1. So to work with the point 1 comma 5. So one more step, we will ask to write in slope intercept form. Let's simplify a little bit. So we get a y equals to, well, let's do y minus 5 first. Y minus 5 equals to -5x. -5 times -1 becomes +5. Now let's move -5 from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. Y equals -5x plus 5, then +5 from the left-hand side. 5 plus 5 is 10. So our final equation is y equals -5x plus 10. And that's it. Okay, that's it. So this is slope point formula or point slope formula, and this is slope intercept form. Because we can tell slope equals -5 right away. We can tell 0, 10 is a y-intercept right away. 0, 10. When x is 0, -5 times 0 is 0. Right? And lastly, we read those 2 equations. Let's look at A. A is given a point, And this line passing through this point parallel to this equation. If two lines are parallel, they have the same slope, right? So all we have to do is to find the slope from this one, then use the slope of this one and this point and the 4-point slope formula. So how do we get slope from this given one? So we move x to other side. We have 2y, move to the other side, become the negative x, then plus 6. Now we want to get a 1y. We divide by 2 on both sides. So we get a negative half of x plus 3. Plus 3. So this one gives us the slope equals to the negative half. So now we can use point slope formula to write, and use this point 4 comma negative 4. So y minus negative 4 equals to, y minus negative 4 equals to slope, which is negative 1.5 times x minus positive 4. Right, we simplify it a little bit. We get a y plus 4 equals to negative half x. Well, negative half times negative 4, that's positive 2. Right, then we can move 4 to the other side, so y equals to negative half of x minus 2. Because when we move positive 4 from the left-hand side to the right, it becomes negative 4. Negative 4 plus 2, that's negative 2. So that's the equation we found. So y equals to negative half of x minus 2. Now let's graph it. So we graph 4 comma negative 4, 4 comma negative 4, or so off the chat, is already somewhere here. 4 comma negative 4 is already given. So that's on the line. Now let's use the slope of negative half. Negative half we can think as negative 1, or maybe positive 1 and negative 2. Positive 1 means raise up 1 unit. Raise up 1 unit to 3, to negative 3. Then run horizontally, run to the left. Run to the right is a positive direction. Run to the left and negative direction, because we have negative 2. So we run backwards 2 units here. So I point here. So now we can graph. So with these 2 points, where we sure we did not make any mistake. So collect those 2 points, we'll make a little bit longer. So that's it. This is a graph of this line, negative half of x minus 2. Well, let's see B. B has a keyword of a perpendicular. If 2 lines are perpendicular, the slope are opposite inverse. So let's find slope from this given line first. So again, we solve for y. Solve for y, we see we isolate y term. We move negative 2x to the other side, become positive 2x. We move positive 7 to the other side, becomes negative 7. Then we divide by 4. So we divide by 4, we get a y equals to 2 divided by 4, that's half. Half of x. And negative 7 divided by 4 is negative 7 over 4. So the slope of this known one is half. So the perpendicular one is the opposite, which means it has a slope of negative. So let's write as m. It's a negative. Inverse means flip half, numerator and denominator. So that's just negative 2. Once we have negative 2, we use slope intercept form. We do y minus negative 5, become y plus 5, equals to negative 2 times x minus 2. If we want to simplify a little bit, we can simplify to be y-intercept form. So y equals to negative 2x. Well, negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Positive 4 minus 5 minus 1. So equation of such line we're looking for is y equals to negative 2x minus 1. Now how do we graph it? We use this given point as 2, negative 5. -5 is off the chat, right? So let's see. So 2, so maybe this is a 4, this is a 5. So this point is somewhere here. Then the slope is -2. -2, we could think of rise up 1, rise up 2, go to the left, -1, right? 2 divided by -1, still -2. So we raise up 2 units to -3, we go to the left 1 unit, so we'll get this point, right? We could keep doing this, raise up 2, go to the left 1 unit. It's 3 points. Now we can graph. So we have a line goes through these 3 points. And that's it. That's the graph. Usually in the end of the graph, it indicate with an arrow. Right?